Hello everyone, Joel here. Just before this video starts, I have to make a big apology. It's taken a lot longer to edit than I thought it had. As I record this, coronavirus is in full swing and possibly the country is going to be down in lockdown by the time this comes out. So I'm going to have loads of time to get stuff sorted at this rate. Anyway, if you are listening to this via the podcasting channel, this was a video that I recorded that is uploaded on YouTube, and you can go there and watch lots of video and picture content along with this audio. So, without further ado, let's get on with this video, shall we?
Hello there everyone, Joel here from Devon Dice, bringing you vlog number 2 of my vlog series. Okay, I'm not used to this yet in a minute, and as you can tell, I'm really sorry this is a little bit late. I mean, February has gone, and we're halfway through March, almost. It's day 10 of March, or day 11, I've lost track. So yes, do apologise. You've all been waiting for number 2 to come round, and I'm finally going to get round to recording it. My life has been hectic for the last couple of weeks. One big thing that's really taken up a lot of my time is me getting fit again. That's right. For the last couple of months now, I've been trying to lose weight, and I am losing weight, and it feels good. I have taken up running again, and that is like a new buzz for me. I really feel good about myself, and I am still going to try and lose more weight. Maybe you think that I don't look that fat, but technically by the BMI stat track thing, I was obesely overweight for my height and stature. So and I had to do things because my health was deteriorating quite rapidly. But it's not anymore, and I'm happy, and I'm feeling really good. So that's been one thing I've been really busy with that. But I have been gaming still, and I have been doing a lot of gaming in February. So we're going to get on with some of the gaming bits. I mean, this vlog is going to be hopefully a quick one for me. But so I don't have to spend much time going on, because there's a lot of stuff going on at work that I need to also sort out, and I just want to get this done and over with. So we're going to talk about the games I've been playing, games that have come into my collection via purchasing from a so-called shop or a so-called fundraising platform, and I have played quite a few games. I think in total about 14 different games. Which it's actually not a bad month for me, really. Being at no real conventions or things like that, I just was able to get a lot of gaming done, and it is helped by the fact that Lewis, my good old gaming buddy, has returned back from his travels around New Zealand, and has decided to join us. So, starting off, I'm not going to go through all the games, but I'm going to go through a couple of games that really caught my eye. Starting off with is a new purchase I picked up. A Fistful of Meeples, which is a small, nice little compact game that I really enjoy playing. It's a Mancala kind of game where you're picking up a load of meeples and you're plonking them around the board and trying to activate as many as possible to earn resources and do lots of things. It's a really compact game, but there's a lot going on, and I picked that up. It's a good little price, and yeah, having some good fun with it. Along with that, I picked up another game called Point Salad. What a great little card game this is. It's like really simple thing, and it is a point salad. And if you don't know what a point salad is there's Stefan Feld is a classic game designer who will make games, and they became known as point salad games because every time you did something, you almost earned a point or points for doing something. And it got really silly, like you'll be sat there watching a game and you'll be like, oh, you've earned a point. Well, I'm just sat watching. You go, yeah, you get points for watching the game or something like that. So that's just ridiculous, I know. But so someone made a game called Point Salad, and it's a deck of cards, 6 or 7 different salad items like lettuce and tomatoes and things like that. And you're playing it and you're trying to score your salad that you're building in front of you with these other cards, and they're multi-use cards, which is quite cool. And yeah, it's a nice little game, really simple to play, quick to play, plays up to 6 people as well, which is quite good for large groups. So I've been playing that. It's been quite fun. I took delivery of a game, a Grail game I've been after for a long time, and that's called Igloo Pop. And it's a unique game. It's a listening game, and I played this last year at UK Games Expo with a group of people, and it was hilarious fun, great fun, real good game. Gets you thinking, tests out a sense you don't sense you don't really think about using in a board game, and you use this one, and it's Igloo Pop. These little plastic igloos with lots of little glass beads in, and there's 12 igloos, and they have different number of beads in it, from 2 to 13 beads, and there's a deck of cards with numbers on it, and you've got to shake your igloo and guess how many beads are in there by placing on a card. Real simple again. Kids love it. Anyone I've shown it to love it. It's a great little game. It's out of print, unfortunately, and I did pay a price. I wouldn't mind to pay a little bit less, but it was in really great condition. And the guy that sold it to me, actually, I was through Board Game Geek, and he saw that I love Clank quite a lot, and he sent me a promo card that I didn't actually have for it as well. So it was a big bonus, and I do thank him for that. It's a Wonderful World. I finally got my Kickstarter version to the table. I've only been playing the basic game. I've been trying to get the Heritage game played, but that's becoming a little bit of a problem to pay. Star Wars Dark Side Rising is like Marvel Thanos Rising. It's the same concept. It's a kind of co-op dice rolling game, and hoping you're going to roll enough icons to beat Darth Vader and stop his plans from working. It was alright. We played it a couple of times, because first game was kind of like, oh, this does this, oh, I see what I did wrong, okay, let's try this again, and we still got our asses kicked by Darth Vader. But it's okay game. Not one I would think of picking up. Rallyman GT. This is a Kickstarter game of an old game that used to be out, and it was good. It was different. I just thought there's a bit of a problem with it, really. I mean, I lost badly, and that's because of a role factor of it that kind of makes me sound petty, because I did really badly, no matter how I could bring it back, and it kind of felt like as soon as you're out in the lead, you had a good chance of staying in the lead, and it kind of panned out that way. I did pull myself back quite a bit until again I got another bad roll, and I was just like, there's no point me carrying on with this, really. I was completely out of the game, and there was no chance of holding up the other person. So yeah, it's a shame. It's kind of a nice game. It's got very much like this GT aspect. It felt very much like it was Formula D, but done differently in many concepts. And I've got Formula D, I've got Downforce, and I've got a couple other racing games. I don't really need to have this game as well in it, with the real high luck factor or unluck factor of crashing out on it. So again, not too bad. And then a game that really struck me was Krass Kariert, I think it's called. It's a card game, and it's a really clever card game that almost has a kind of Uno aspect to it. You don't have to shout Uno at the end, but it's kind of got like a bit of poker element, a bit Uno, a few other trick taking, ladder kind of game, and it was good fun. It was really quite simple to play, and could be quite strategic in a way. And we had a blast. It played up to 5 players, and I had a blast playing it. And I think if I came across it, I would pick this up just to add to the little cards I carry around, just as a quick game that can be put out and played. And I think anyone that's got the good concept of playing Uno and poker and things like that would pick this up very easy. So that was Krass Kariert. Don't know. Anyway, and then I took delivery of a Kickstarter. One of the many Kickstarters is arriving through my door at the minute to the maze of the wife, and I took delivery of MD Rush. MD Rush is a game from Atipia Games. If you play Kitchen Rush, this is very similar, but a lot less hectic in a way. You are working in a hospital and you are trying to cure people as quickly as possible, again in 4 minutes, over 4 rounds, and you're trying to cure them, and you've got to make up medicines and give them medicines, and you've got to perform operations, and you've got to move them around and do these. You've got to do do testing on them to determine what their problem is, and then you've got to give them medicines or do operations on them and things like that. And there's a lot going on, but I kind of feel that it's a lot less going on than Kitchen Rush does, and I actually quite prefer it in many ways to Kitchen Rush. So I could feel this actually pushes Kitchen Rush out of my gaming shelf, and this takes its place in many ways. So I quite look at it, and there will be an unboxing video up very shortly. There's been many unboxing videos going up. There will be an unboxing video of this going up very shortly. So check it out there. So that's MD Rush. So yes, and I literally played that on the very last day of February. So that's a quick summary of the games I've been playing over the month of February. And what I have received, as I've already said, through Kickstarter, I've already received MD Rush, as I've told you, along with the Pursuit of Happiness experiences and the Thug Life expansion, which is very cool. The Thug Life expansion looks very cool. It is kind of not appropriate for family kind of content. It's not really harsh and it's not really vulgar, but it does touch some kind of aspect of young children. It shouldn't be played just because of some of. I mean, the imagery is still cartoonish. It's still quite tongue-in-cheek humour, but yeah, keep it to the adults. But I've received that, not yet played it. I want to play it, but not yet played it. And then I've also, just at the very beginning of the month, I've received Agents of Mayhem, Pride of Babylon. Now, there's an unboxing video of this up already, and there's an unboxing video of Pursuit of Happiness experiences and Thug Life, so you can go and check those out too. But Agents of Mayhem is a game that I kind of wonder why I backed. I think I backed it for certain reasons, and I have got it. I've opened it up. It took me a long time to figure out how to get it all back in the box, but I've done it, so you can check that video out and see what you get in this game. I think I will get round to playing it once or twice, and then that might be it, but I do want to give it a try and just see how this plays out. So I received those as Kickstarters. I've received quite a few more this month so far already, but we'll save that for the March review. I've also got through Blood Rage Digital. Now I don't know if I got this through on March time, in February time or March time, but I've got the Blood Rage Digital beta version of it finally. I think it got released and then it wouldn't work on Mac, and now it started working on Mac, and I played it. It's quite nice. It's quite streamlined. I do need to play some more if I do get a chance, because there's only like a 3-week window of opportunity to play this while they're working on it. So I've already missed a month because like they needed to update it for Mac. But hopefully I'll get back and have another couple of games of it. And it looks very beautiful, quite intuitive to play. Could be some things they could tighten up, maybe streamline a little bit more, kind of better to make it flow a bit more, but hey, maybe it's all in the works. I have backed one Kickstarter this month, and it just finished just after March, and that was Marvel's Unlimited. That was Marvel. That was Marvel's United. I have backed one Kickstarter in the month of February, and I didn't think I was going to back it because a couple of reasons why I didn't think I was backing it, and there's a couple of reasons why I have backed it, and I have gone mostly all the way, and that is Marvel United. So Marvel United, if you don't know what it is and been living under a rock, is a game from Cool Mini or Not, or Common Game, or Simon Game, or whatever name they want to be called in a minute, but it's a miniatures cooperative game where you are playing as Marvel heroes from the comics. A lot of it, I think, represents the movies, but they don't want to say that. And you are the good guys trying to thwart the evil plans of the bad guys. Now, it is chock full of miniatures. It has ended. There is a late pledge. You can go onto the Kickstarter page and go and click on the late pledge banner and bid for it. And then you can only get the core game box with the stretch goals at the minute, but I do believe if you want the rest of it, then you can wait until the pledge manager comes out and put up for the rest of it. So I knew this from the beginning when they released it, that it's going to be the core game, which it was, and then they're going to release add-on after add-on after add-on throughout the campaign, increasing that overall goal, and that's what they did. But I still got drawn into it, and the reason I got drawn into it, as it started off at the beginning, it doesn't sound great, is that the core game box starts with, I think, 5 or 6 hero characters and 3 evil characters, villains, and it's not a lot because it is just those plastic characters. And then it's deck of cards for each character, deck of cards for each villain guy, and some other location cards and lots of other bits and tokens, and that's it for the game. So it's not a lot for the $60 you're bidding for, plus the shipping cost that is going to put on top at the end. But every time I had a stretch goal was a new character, and this new character went into the core box. So the overall finish of the core game ended up with about 41 extra characters introduced to it, and these are not just heroes, there's also extra villains. In the core game that was just coming out, you had the Hulk, of course, Iron Man, Black Widow, Captain America, and Captain Marvel as heroes, and then you had Taskmaster, Ultron, and the Red Skull as the villains coming in the game. And then just for back in the core game right at the beginning, you had Nick Fury and Hawkeye as bonus extras. And there's some funky characters they put in, and they put the likes of Iron Fist, Luke Cage, Moon Knight, Miss Marvel, Blades in it, Ant-Man, the Wasp, She-Hulk, Howard the Duck, not a choice everyone was happy about, Mantis, Vision's in there, Nova's in there, Daredevil is in it, Spider-Man 2099, Squirrel Girl. Now I was happy with that. That was awesome that they finally put that in there. Spider-Woman, Quicksilver, Nebula, and that's just a few selections of that. And then you got some extra villains. So extra villains introduced to the core game. Bullseye, Mordok, Carnage, Hellier, Kingpin, Rhino, Baron Zemo, Dormammu, and Corvus Gravel. I'm rubbish with name. So that was just what was introduced as like extra characters. Plus there was a solo mode introduced and a big box to hold all the promos. On top of that, and this came out straight away, they had the Infinity Gauntlet expansion, which is basically Thanos and his children of chaos, or whatever they were called. And And it was just those. They introduced this plastic glove where it came with jewels, so you add it in, and it came with this new kind of gameplay where you're trying to stop Thanos from finding all the gems, and if he found all the gems, the game would be over, and you could thwart that, then you end up fighting him in the end, which is quite tough. And they had the Infinity, oh my goodness, pledge come out, up the price a bit. It's meant to save you a bit of money. And then they went ahead and introduced Rise of the Black Panther expansion, which of course brings you Black Panther, Shuri, Winter Soldier, and the Killmonger as the villain. And they just added that into the Infinity Pledge as a free extra, which was like, that's amazing. That's pretty good. More locations, a few new things going on. And then they also added in Yondu as an exclusive extra if you went with that pledge. And then they just kept on adding on a couple of extras. So they had Enter the Spider-Man verse, which had quite a few Spider-Man characters in it. They had Tales of Asgard, of course, 4 and things like that. Guardians of the Galaxy remix. And it was all kind of up in the price. And you kind of saw this kind of like massive increase at the beginning of the campaign, which slowly then petered off. And it actually plateaued out quite a bit until about 2, maybe 3 days before the campaign ended. And then they brought out the last expansion, which was Return of Sinister Six, which is more villains, which is awesome. And then they introduced the Ultimate Pledge, and that was getting all the expansions and all the bonus extras in one package, saving you like 10% saving, not including the Rise of Black Panther, which was a free expansion, saving 10%. And you watch the figures just shoot. They made more money when they done this add-on, all-in Pledge Manager add-on on that day than they did on the first day this came out. And even the day after that, they made quite a bit. And on the final day, made tons of money. So it was amazing. I don't know if it's strategically planned that they were going to release these expansions, and then have this Ultimate Pledge at the end, and knew that they were going to like double their money that they'd done. But it was really interesting to watch this go on, and there is a ton of exclusives. The last thing to be unlocked was Adam Warlock, which you can only get if you buy the Infinity Pledge, or the Ultimate Pledge, sorry. Ultimate Pledge, that's all of them. So yes, Simon knows how to play the Kickstarter game and how to make the most out of it. I went it through with the Infinity Pledge, I think. But I'm probably going to get all of it. And there's a couple of reasons why I've gone with this. Okay, it's a co-op. I'm not really a big fan of co-op, but I do think Isaac is going to love this. It actually seems quite simple to play. But the fact that you've got these big chunky, you're going to have these miniature models that will help give aspect to the game, and real kind of, oh, this is what's going on, and I can be this character, and he's going to have a huge choice of characters to play with, which is quite good fun. But they're also chibi models. Now, some people don't like the chibi kind of look on some models, but I really do actually like it on this Marvel adaptation, and the miniatures look really nice. And another reason why I'm backing it is I think Isaac's been interested in painting models when he's watched me paint. I think these could be actually quite good enough for him to paint. So I might just say, okay, let's sit down together and we'll have a go at painting and see how you feel, because there's detail in it, but it doesn't seem like a lot of detail, and there's quite some big areas. And he could start off with someone just like the Hulk and just start painting something green. And if it's a really bad job, it doesn't matter. I can strip it and we can have another go. And that could be part of the experience of playing this game and enjoying not only painting it but also playing it. So that is a reason why I went with Marvel United. That is the game I backed. That's the game that's probably going to break me and probably hand me a divorce via the wife once it suddenly turns up. But it's not going to turn up until about March next year, they say. It's probably going to be later than that, actually. So I'm probably looking around summertime by the time this comes through. Weird thing is, didn't think I was going to back this game when I knew about it coming out. And I've gone deep. I will be going deep. So yeah, that's what I backed on Kickstarter, what I've received on Kickstarter. I have a big stack of games ready to be sold, which I haven't had time to get round to selling at the minute. So nothing's left my collection, so I can't go into that. And if you're hanging around for finding out who's won the cluster game, which I've got to give away, I will sort that out sometime this month. I do apologise if you are waiting, you're a little bit disappointed. I haven't forgotten. Yes, we reached 100 viewers, so I'm very thankful about that. Thank you for everyone that's done that for me. If you're watching this, you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to the channel. It's really going to help me just boost this channel up a bit more. I am trying to bring out content. Hopefully the unboxings will slow down and I'll get round to doing more reviews if that's what people want to see. If they want to see more review videos, I will do that, and less unboxings. Again, I will do that. It's just that I've got a lot of games come through that is quite visual, and I love unboxing new games, so I kind of like to share that experience and show people what they might get if they get this game. So that's why I do unboxings. They're actually quite easy to do in some respects, and I do love the experience of unboxing them. So I just want to share it with you. But I will get around to doing more videos if you want me to. So yeah, please like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment in this. Tell me what you like about my video content, what you would like to see in my video comment. If you back Marvel's United on Kickstarter, say that as well. Tell me which character you want to be playing when it comes through the door. Do check out our podcasts. We do try and put out podcasts. At the minute, it's about one a month because everyone's very busy with their time and that. Hopefully, it should be 2 a month, and we're hoping to get round to that again. But again, it's just busy lives. And then do check out the blogging page where we are trying to put written reviews up there. You can find all the video content and the podcasts at the blogging page to kind of highlight that. So yes, that's it really. Thank you for watching. I do hope I can get this out in the next couple of days, and have some fun. Have fun gaming, everyone. Have fun gaming.